We finally remember 1996 Space Jam, and now we have Space Jam: A New Legacy.
And I will not fondly remember that movie. I'll be completely honest. Like, it's a kids movie, right? You have to have that mindset that it is tailored to kids, but they also tap on your nostalgia, right? So
they do.
So I mean, guys like us, you know, we think about that movie.
We fondly grew up with Michael Jordan, you know, loving him as an athlete.
Sure.
Period. You know, and so we were. It was awesome to see like Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny being the top cast.
Bill Murray.
And Bill Murray, yes, being the top cast of the original Space Jam. So here we have a new legacy with LeBron James, and we've got to start by talking about LeBron James in this movie, right?
Okay, sure.
Because
25 years later, by the way.
That's right. So LeBron James, I mean, I feel like he did a decent job. Like,
yeah, he's not a professional actor, but he did well with what he was given, which was some kind of ham-fisted.
You know what? And that right there is about the best thing that this movie has to offer. That about right there is the best thing this movie has to offer.
Okay, well, it is visually stunning. You got to give it that. You have to.
Well, fun fact, Industrial Light and Magic is back, not since 1988. Who Framed Roger Rabbit has Industrial Light and Magic been involved in an animated 2D film combined with live action. It's visually stunning, like you said. That's about the best thing that this movie has to offer.
Like, good thing they have that, because honestly, the story and the conflict makes no sense. Like,
no sense.
They try to anchor it to family, which is what you want to do with the kids movie, right?
Every movie nowadays is about family.
Family, fatherhood.
Nowadays it's about family.
Which I understand for kids. It's a good message.
The father-son conflict is at front and center in this movie as well. It's soulless. It's lifeless, though. For a movie that talks about family and for a movie that talks about father-son conflict, which is really the forefront of this movie as far as the plot, it just didn't handle it well. Like, I didn't feel anything for the characters, you know?
And the reason for that is because they packed so much into this film as far as like the visuals and the callbacks, and this was basically a commercial for Warner Brothers.
Don't even get me started.
Theme park ride, like,
okay,
go ahead.
So basically what you're gonna get is a bunch of movie references in here. Really, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get like a collage of like movie references from Mad Max to The Matrix to
King Kong to some horror movies,
Star Wars
to Game of Thrones,
Harry Potter.
I don't know. I kind of
let me just take you through a bunch of movies that are better than this one and give you scenes that are awesome from all of those movies, and for what reason? Come on.
Exactly. The reason could be that it's an ad for Warner Brothers, because really it tries to be like Ready Player One, right? In that sense of like drawing back on a lot of nostalgia and oh, remember this, remember that. But that in Ready Player One was relevant, and not so much in this one.
It tries to be clever by introducing this algorithm character played by Don Cheadle, right? And, you know, basically he's stuck in the, you know, cyberspace world, if you will. He basically is the one that is wanting to mess around with LeBron James and his son, and he's in cyberspace, and he's like, okay.
Well, we'll talk about the reason for that, though, right? Which is kind of a weird reason for an algorithm to want to create conflict.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's because he feels like he's not being recognized enough, you know, and so he wants that attention, he wants the fame, he wants the respect, which is so weird, so contrived.
I know, yeah. And so for all of the reasons that we mentioned, like, I just feel like Space Jam: A New Legacy really is one of the worst movies of the year.
Well, it depends on your perspective, right? Like,
it depends. Okay, if you're a kid,
I have kids, yes. So
okay, well, if you're a kid,
you know, it is visually stunning. I will say that with the CGI,
I suppose.
It's frenetically paced, which kids are gonna love, right?
Yeah.
I thought they did a good job of upgrading it to 2021, right? In the sense that it's something that kids are gonna love, right?
Right.
However, you know, the bad part of that is you lose the soul of the movie because you're trying to make it
and
too
soulless.
visually appealing. We have to give them credit. They were true to the Looney Tunes characters. They tried to be clever in a lot of their humor.
I was sitting in the theater watching my watch going, when is this going to be over? Sorry. Let's get into our real ratings.
Okay, all right, let's do it. Obviously, we don't have a very high opinion of this movie. I'm going to give it two different types of ratings, right? So if you want the rating that's going to be good for your kids, I would say from a kid's point of view, it's probably like a 4 out of 5 reels.
Okay.
Me, as a moviegoer who wants substance from a movie, I would give this about, honestly, like 2.5 out of 5.
Okay. I'm going to give this movie 2 reels out of 5. 2 reels out of 5 just because I want to spite your 2.5 reel rating. Because come on. Like, this movie felt like what was the purpose? What was the point? It just lacked purpose, and the ending, which is of course the showdown that we expect of a basketball game. Oh, come on. This movie is super predictable. You know exactly what's going to happen at the end. I'm not spoiling anything for anyone. This movie is terrible. 2 reels out of 5.
So that's basically our review in a nutshell, guys. If you have kids and they love frenetically paced movies and they love gorgeous CGI and lots of colors,
and they love montages of silly animation,
then go ahead and check this movie out. I mean, if you're an adult hoping for some really cool nostalgia and to be taken back and have something kind of like that 1996 movie with Michael Jordan, don't hold your breath. Wait till it comes out on streaming.
Watch Ready Player One or something else. I don't know.
And before we go, we want to let you know that we will be at El Paso Comic-Con at the El Paso Convention Center September 10th through 12th, so definitely check us out there. Well, we will be interviewing people, we will be talking about movies galore, and selling our merch.
And don't forget to look us up on social media. We're on Facebook and TikTok at Real Screeners and Instagram Real.Screeners. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification and bells button if you enjoy our reviews.
Like all of our reviews.
And join us next time for our next Real Take on Movies.